first thing we want to do is remove our dipstick. This is going to help the engine frame vent properly when draining our oil. Up next, using the 17mm socket, we'll remove the drain bolt in the crankcase and let the engine oil drain completely. As it's draining, check the condition of the crush washer. If it's damaged or missing, you'll want to replace it to prevent any future leaks. And we'll torque this to 22 foot-pounds. Now, being that this system is a dry sump system, it also has a secondary oil tank located in the frame. Using a 12mm socket, we'll remove that drain bolt and drain the engine oil completely, and check the crush washer as well while you're at it. Then we'll reinstall it and torque this to 22 foot-pounds. Now, to remove the oil filter, it's held in place with 3 8mm bolts. Just remove these bolts and lift the cap out, but take note there's a spring in the end of the cap, as well as an O-ring that likes to stick to the end of the oil filter. So remove those and check all your O-rings and see what kind of condition they're in. If they're damaged, you'll want to go ahead and replace them. Reinstall our oil filter with the hole facing forward, and make sure we've got our spring on the back of our cap, and insert it with the arrow facing up. And then reinstall our bolts. Just good and snug is all we want to go on these. You don't want to over tighten them. Now it's time to fill the engine with oil. Suzuki states that this unit holds 2 quarts of 10W40 motorcycle oil. You can use any brand here as long as it's a motorcycle oil developed for a wet clutch system. Now we'll reinstall our dipstick. Now we're going to start the engine up, let it idle for about 5 minutes or so. That's going to get the oil pulled from the engine frame to the crankcase because this is a dry sump system. So we'll let it idle for about 5 minutes, and then we'll shut the engine off and let it set for 2 or 3 minutes, and then we can check our oil level. Now we'll simply remove our dipstick, wipe off the excess, and simply insert it on the threads and check our level, and that looks great. So let's hit the trails.